Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, April the 20th, 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for informational and education purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. Do not overextend yourself. Good morning, Miles. All right, crude oil, got it done. This trade hit money management before our start time, or actually didn't hit money management, but at the start, 1 second after was well above the entry and never came back before hitting the money management, so that's a no trade. So our first trade is the short right here, 902, and that goes for target 1 and a trailer of 77.79. Now if you chose to keep your stop up here at 83 above the swing high, then you also pick up a full target 2. So that would have been 19 and 31 for 50 ticks versus 19 and 7 for just 26. Would have doubled your win this morning for a risk of 6 ticks. And we're just about to market open. We'll come back to unleaded. Unleaded's been, ooh, ouch, another loss. Unleaded's been a tough morning this morning. And market is open. Look, soybeans is in a short trade. Way too early to get involved in and gone too far. The YM is flat at the moment. Need 2 more bars to get a set of exhaustion dots. Not very active, but definitely a downward move today since, oh wow, that's since like 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And that actually would be noon yesterday. Because soybeans would be traded out of Chicago. Still nothing on the YM. And the Russell would have been, now Russell just stopped out of its pre-market trade, so Looking for a new trade there. Please do say hello in the chat. It's nice to know who's here in the morning. And another long trade on unleaded. Actually, that's a stop and reverse at the full stop out for the short. That's a, ooh. How many trades have we had this morning? Okay, we started off with the picked up the long, that stopped and reversed to short, which got us a target 2 win, but it wasn't enough to get us positive. But well, maybe it was. It was a stop and reverse, not a full stop out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did get it. We got in sync with this trade. That was a full stop out for 110, and we lost 49 tick risk, so 98. We're down 208. We picked up 64 plus 37 for target 2, so down 107. Then we pick up a stop and reverse, entry long, stop and reverse to short. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're done. That full stop out ended the session for unleaded, so definitely a losing session today. And we'll take a look at okay, this is a valid get in sync. So we could still get in sync on the long trade. It just hasn't gotten down entry at 74.5. So we haven't gotten back down to it yet. And we go, micro NQ goes too far, so looking for a new trade there. We never did get a chance to get in that after our start time at 4 minutes after market open. Found Aussie with a couple of trades this morning. Getting long at 84.81 and stopping and reversing back to short at 84.67. So that's 14 pips times 5 positions. 70 pip loss. So then we pick up 12 and 20, 32 pips at target 1 and target 2. And trailing out for the additional 3 positions at 462 from 467. 5 ticks there, for 5 pips there times 3 positions is another 15. So 47 pips on that trade, and that leaves us 23 pips in the hole. So we need another trade there. Short trade on the Russell, possibly avoidable. It's still a get in sync because it hasn't hit money management, or hasn't hit the stop yet. And soybean stopping out of its trade from from about midnight. Yeah, actually about 10:30, 10:39 or 9:39 last night exchange time. So soybeans flat, YM is flat, crude oil is POQ, unleaded, and there's a stop out, so the trade is off the table. It's a full stop if you entered it. It's a no trade if it was too fast to come through. Let's see how fast that was. So I'll duplicate it, and then we'll put in Alright, and now we let's make it a 4-second chart. That way we'll have 2 bars to see if alright, let's see, there's our entry. There is the setup. I'm afraid we're in that's a full loss, because that is 4, 8, 12, 16, at least 12 seconds. So yeah, you should have been in that. So that ends up being a loss. And we'll take that one off. So that is a full loss on the Russell, micro Russell. And now it comes down. Don't you love it? Long trade on soybeans. This is actually a fairly sizable trade. Just doesn't look it because of the big down move. 13 ticks to target 1. Plenty of time to get in that. Interesting. Micro Russell going to end now. It's starting to pull up. But it was moving down and the micro NQ was moving up. Alright, soybeans back to entry. YM still with no trades this morning. Nothing new on the pound Aussie or on the Russell. Still in the long we're not participating in on the micro NQ. Just a little bit too early for us this morning. And waiting for the 10 a.m. mini session on crude. 9 a.m. mini session was POQ. Not much going on. Russell continuing to try to push down. MNQ continuing to try to push up. And the YM not sure where it's going. No trade on the YM. No, here. The reason is no overbought or oversold readings above zero since this successful long trade back at 8:51 Eastern this morning. So that was 7:51 exchange time. And the Russell with a long trade now. 93.7. And I would say we're in all likelihood in it because we had like a 30-second bar right here. Soybeans still in meander mode, and the YM pulling down now. And there's money management on the Russell. Russell pushing up now, target 3. So that's a win. 1 loss, 1 win. Another 10 plus minutes for target 4. So targets 3 and 4 trailing at 95.4 on the Micro Russell catapult chart. Upper left. Micro NQ continuing in the long trade that was too early for our trade plan. And soybeans, target 1. Stop at 66.5. The YM with a long. I'd push that up a tick, at least a tick. Push it up to 73. But we're still in that. Long on the YM. And we did stop out at 95.4 on the Russell. MNQ close to the stop, but now pulling back up a little bit. Trailing the I believe that's the 14 EMA. Yeah. Micro NQ still surviving in its long trade. YM taking some heat in its long trade. Soybeans, did we get to target 2? Looks like it, 1471. And that was exactly target 2. So we have 13 and 21 so far. 44 ticks, 11 points, 2 positions remaining, and the stop is at 67.5. From an entry at 65.75. This will definitely be a one and done session on soybeans. And I believe we just stopped out. Not as low. Yep, we got hit the stop on the nose. So 1 3/4 points on the trailer times 2 positions is 3.5. 14.5 points. And a winning session on soybeans on the July contract. Energies crude and unleaded on the June contract as of this week. Full stop out on the YM. And Russell seems to be following it. And maybe the micro NQ as well. Under 5 minutes to go to 10 a.m. crude mini session. Entry at 61. I don't think you can. Yeah, the swings are a little too high to try to get around, but I certainly would get around the 50 EMA, so push that up to 63 for a get in sync in about 3 minutes 20 seconds. And the MNQ trade did stop out. And there is a new short trade, so the long trade comes off. Short trade at 47, it's been gone down to 45. And it's only 15 ticks to target 1. Not big enough to make three ticks down to 44 I don't think is reasonable at this point. A long trade on the Russell. We do have a get in sync short. In just under 2 minutes on crude. And definitely long on the Russell, micro Russell. No, actually, that we would be stop and reverse would be at 44 anyway, so that's, I think I would probably do that. I don't like the entry at 47 that high up with the swing there, and working down to the session low, but I think that maybe a 44 may be a safer play. 10 tick minimum to money management at 43, or at 34 rather. And we are in our session. Still not in the trade at 44. That may be a good decision. And the short triggers in. Short from 44 on crude. Money management on the Russell, so break even at 97.8. And the YM continues to go down, setting new session lows. Crude, not sure where it's going to go. YM now heading up. Russell was stopped out at break even. So one win, one loss, one break even on the Russell. YM with a long trade. $8.44. And we didn't ever get a crossover to the short side on the micro NQ, so no chance for a long right now. Good morning to you, Pamela. Slow morning in the markets this morning. Crude with a one and done POQ, power quitting on the 9 a.m. session, and it's in the short. Now we've adjusted to 77.44 for the entry. First trade of its 10 a.m. mini session. The YM is long in its second trade of the morning. Unleaded was a mess this morning. It was definitely a losing session on 6 trades. And now we have a stop and reverse possibility at 58 on crude. And the YM starting to make a push for money management. And crude back down around our entry at 44. One close below the balance line. Another close below the balance line will cancel the long stop and reverse to long. I am approaching money management. Money management at 878, and there it is. Target at 882, not quite. Pulling back, so our stop is at 844. We get up to 8. We missed it by 1 tick. That one's one that if we get up there again, you want to make sure you take some profit off of this one. That's a 38 tick target 1. And it looks like we did stop and reverse to long on crude. So that goes to 68 and target will go to 74. Money management at 68. And we did get target 1 on the YM, and we stopped out at 854. So 10 ticks on the trailer, 38 on target, 48 ticks. We had a loss back here of 34.68. So we're down 20. We need another trade, and we are short. And crude going to money management, target now at 74. So we lost 47 or 44 to 58, 14, 28 ticks. And now we pick up 16 on target 2. And target 3 we just hit as well for another 23. That will definitely get us POQ. $16 and 23, 49, 39 ticks. And we were down 28, so 11 ticks positive. And POQ on the 10 a.m. crude session. And the YM with a stop and reverse to long here. 86, so we are not there yet. And now we are. So stop and reversing to long on the YM. We were down 20, 54 to 86, 32, 64 tick loss. So we're down 84 on the YM now. 24 ticks to target 1. There's my money management level right there. At 906, and we got, looks like to 905. And back down toward the entry. Need another push through the 200 EMA. Micro Russell and the Micro NQ both proceeding upward, but no new trades. Not much going on now. Quiet morning. And back to the entry again on the YM. And coming down to test the 20 SMA and the 50 EMA. Given we're in a long trade, we would hope that those act as support. But that also is a filtered short trade, squeeze zone filter. Now let's see if we have the energy to get through the 200 EMA this time. Or if we're just going to continue into a little squeeze there between the 50 and the 200. Alright, testing the 200 again. Let's see if we can push through it on the YM. Looks like we had a close right at it. Yep, closed right on the 200. Now let's see if we can push a bar through it. Although we still haven't, even if we close above it this time, we're not going to have exceeded the prior swing, so I still wouldn't get too excited yet. Soybeans with another winning trade on the short side now. And a down close on the YM. So we'll see where it goes to this time. Does it test the 50 again? Does it bounce off the 20? The energy looked a little better going into the 200 that time, but testing the 20. Now are we going to bounce off of it again, looks like? Looking like maybe. Or maybe not. It's going to have to go one way or the other here before too terribly long. As the 20 and the 50 both pinch up on the 200. All right, still still right in that squeeze zone for the YM, and nothing on the micro Russell or the micro NQ. They're both kind of seem to be stuck on this bar. So where do we go from here? Russell trying to push up now. And the YM taking another run at 200. Messy charts. And testing the 20 again. Definitely a squeeze going on. And that means that the longer it stays in that little squeeze, the stronger the breakout is likely to be. Well, I was hoping to see this resolve one way or the other. No one will be wasting everybody's time watching it go sideways. Yeah, it squeezed you 872 to 899. So just 27 tick width between the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. And that's where the price is sitting right now. Is just hanging out. And another run at the 200 EMA. Micro Russell setting session highs. 1808.1. This time it's hanging around the 200 longer than it has been. Crude also setting new session lows. And there's a little penetration of the 200 and money management and target, I believe. Target was 909. Yep, we've got that's money management and target one. So stop will actually right now will come to 887, but it's going to on the close of the bar is going to go higher than that. In fact, there it is, 891. $892, excuse me, okay. Yeah, 892 is the current stop. Russell pushing on up, 1809.3 now for a high. And the YM reaching target 2. And the trailer goes to 894. Looks like it's going to go to 899 or better on the close of this next bar, as we won't get that back down below the balance line, so it's definitely going to move up. And on cue, all three in market indices make a quick pullback. Now we'll see if this is just a reaction before a subsequent action move. Yep, stop moves up to 8.99 on YM. See, we were down 84. We picked up 24, so we're down 60. MNQ in the short trade. $128.5 for the entry there. Stop still at 8.99 on the YM. All right. Now, YM is still going to need at least another trade, unless it goes on a major tear. It's going to need another trade. And at the moment, got down to 900 again. Touched the 200, and now will the 200 become support? All right. Well, everything is quieting down. No questions in the chat. And there we did get a bounce off of the 200. Let's see how far this goes. Alright, stock comes up to 908. And it's looking like it's trying to... Yep, it's cleared the prior swing level. Well, it had cleared the prior swing level. Now it's pulling back. And our micro NQ short having some trouble there. Looks like, yep, there's our stop coming up to 914. And we need to get to 946 for the stop to be break even on the session. Looks like we got to 946, but that's where we need to stop. 940, yeah, 947 to get for POQ. Although this is only the fourth trade, so we can take two more. Looks like we'll come to 923, roughly 923. And there, 924, we did push up another tick. And continuing on up. This is our first trade on the micro NQ this morning, I believe. Yeah, the long trade was too early. 929 for YM stop. Where is that session high this morning? Oh, we opened up above 34,000 yesterday evening, and we're heading toward that. We're opening, session open was at 34,017. Our high was 34,031. So moving up toward those, still another 80, 90 points. All right, still making do. All right, and YM stuck around 33,950 now. Looks like it's consolidating a little bit. So with that, and looks like we're just about to take a full stop out on this first micro NQ trade. 144 flat. Yep, we hit the stop on the nose. So I am going to call it a morning at this point then, and we will see everybody next Tuesday. Last week of April next week. So everybody have a great weekend. Good trading tomorrow, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday. You're quite welcome, Pamela. As far as I know, it's a regular week next week. Wednesday crude oil inventory session at 10:30, 9:30 sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'm in queue with a long trade now. So we'll see what that does. I'm not gonna force everybody to stick around for this. This is getting kind of slow. Everybody have a good one. We will see you Tuesday.